Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something huge, a real seismic shift. But it's not happening out in, some far off research lab. It's happening right now, smack in the middle of our economy. We're talking small and medium sized businesses, SMBs. For too long, we've talked about AI and automation like they're these future things, maybe just for the giant companies with bottomless budgets. But the sources we've gathered today, they paint a totally different picture. The narrative's flipped completely. AI is transforming how SMBs work, how they compete, how they grow, like right now. And that creates this immediate crunch, this crisis really, but also a massive opportunity for their tech partners, the MSPs. So our mission today is to really dig into the hard evidence. We want to show why AI isn't some optional extra anymore. It's a must-have for SMBs to compete today. And what does that actually mean for service providers? They've got to evolve like now, or they seriously risk getting left behind.
It's the speed, isn't it? The velocity of this change. That's the key thing here. And it's moving faster than pretty much anyone predicted, even the industry veterans. What we're looking at is this unprecedented window. It's separating the future market leaders from the ones just clinging on to the old ways. Businesses that jump on intelligent automation today, they're basically building competitive moats. And in a couple of years, their competitors just won't be able to get across.
Okay, let's dive into that first shocker then. The sheer speed and scale of this adoption. I mean, you and I, we used to think enterprise AI needed huge R&D, specialized kit.
Right, massive investment barriers.
Exactly, but the sources are showing that democratization, it's absolutely happening. The one number that just honestly stopped me cold was this, 88%. 88% of SMBs have already put at least one AI system in place.
Yeah, 88. That's nearly 9 out of 10.
That's not early adoption, that's just mainstream. It's operational.
And that number, it just fundamentally changes the whole conversation, doesn't it? This isn't about, putting a fancy chatbot on a website anymore. These SMBs are weaving AI into accounting, into CRM, generating internal reports, all sorts of core functions. And because the tools are often modular now, cloud-based mostly, that barrier to entry we talked about, it's pretty much gone.
Right.
And look, if you needed proof this isn't just some passing fad, check the commitment levels. It's huge. 75% of those SMBs, they're planning to increase their AI budgets in the next year.
Wow, okay.
So they've dipped their toes in, they've seen it works, and now they're going all in. They're doubling down.
So the implication for you listening right now is pretty stark. If you run an SMB and you're not using AI in some way, you're already at a disadvantage, a real measurable disadvantage compared to almost 90% of your competitors. AI isn't a maybe later thing. It's baseline, just for parity.
And that kind of aggressive spending, it only happens when the payoff is real. Which brings us neatly to the impact, the tangible results. These companies aren't throwing money around because AI is cool.
No, they're investing because they're seeing actual provable ROI, not just theory.
Exactly. And what's striking in the research is how these AI investments link directly to core business goals. It's not just automating busy work.
Right, it's hitting the stuff that matters.
Precisely. Take enhanced goal achievement. Our sources show 74% of SMBs say their AI investments directly help them meet critical business objectives. Strategic targets.
3/4, that's huge.
It's a massive success rate on strategy. They are literally using AI to hit their quarterly numbers.
Okay, but the efficiency side sounds even more, game-changing. The scaling abilities.
Absolutely. The sources highlight that over half of SMBs have massively boosted their operational speed and their business scale without needing to hire a proportional number of new people.
That's the holy grail, isn't it? Scale without just throwing more bodies at it.
It really is. It means a small team can now handle the kind of volume that used to need a much bigger, much more expensive operation.
And if you pull that thread,
you get to the bottom line. The financial reality. We're seeing evidence that the early movers, the adopters, they're achieving, remarkable, verified triple-digit returns on their AI investments.
Whoa, hang on. Triple-digit? Seriously. Is that sustainable, though? Or is that just the initial, easy wins? Automating one simple thing and getting a huge jump? Because, triple-digit sounds almost unbelievable.
That's a really critical question. And yes, the first gains are often the easiest. Automate basic level 1 help desk stuff, or use AI to qualify sales leads faster. Sure. But the returns seem to be compounding. That triple-digit ROI isn't just about cutting costs. It's actually enabling growth.
Okay, how so?
Well, think about using predictive analytics for inventory. You slash waste and you make sure you never miss a sale because you're out of stock. Or automating personalized marketing. That boosts conversions way beyond what humans can do manually.
Right, so it builds on itself.
Exactly. These efficiency gains stack up. They allow these businesses to pull ahead of the competition right now, not in 5 years.
Okay, so that's the pivot point then. These SMBs see the power, they feel the ROI, but they also hit the wall of complexity. How do you integrate this stuff? Who secures it? Who makes it reliable?
Yeah, the complexity is huge.
Which means they need a totally different kind of partner, right?
Absolutely. And that need, that necessity, defines the next era for service providers. The guidance gap is massive. Our sources show 58% of businesses, it's a clear majority, are already working with MSPs or similar providers specifically to get AI deployed right.
So the moment for MSPs to evolve is, well, it's here, it's now.
It is, no question.
So we need to actually define the shift properly. The industry seems to be moving fast from the, let's call it traditional MST, the trusted partner managing hardware, software licenses, basic security.
Leaping the lights on, essentially.
Right. Moving from that to what people are starting to call the managed intelligence provider, the MIP. It sounds like the whole job description is changing.
Completely. The MIP doesn't just maintain things. They embed intelligence across the client's entire operation. They're responsible for making sure that AI strategy actually delivers on those business goals we talked about, like hitting that 74% target achievement rate.
So it's less maintenance manager, more transformation partner.
That's a great way to put it, transformation partner.
But okay, let's be real. A lot of MSPs might be listening and thinking, hang on, I already integrate software, I manage data. What's really so different about being an MIP?
It's the depth, I think. The depth of responsibility, particularly around data quality and that ongoing optimization piece. To make AI work reliably, sustainably, MIPs really need to own 4 critical roles, and these roles definitely go way beyond standard IT support.
Okay, let's break them down. What's the first one?
Role 1 is foundational.
Yeah.
The infrastructure foundation. It isn't just managing VMs anymore. It's building environments that can handle the serious compute power AI needs. That might mean specialized cloud setups, maybe edge computing. It's a step up.
Got it. And the second role, you mentioned data. This sounds like where the real complexity kicks in.
It really does. Data management. Think of AI data management, less like storing water and more like refining crude oil.
Okay.
AI is totally useless if the data feeding it is garbage. So the MIP has to step up, ensure rigorous data quality, accessibility, governance, proper tagging. They become the guardians, making sure the AI engine isn't fed junk. Because bad data instantly kills that triple-digit ROI we talked about.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that level of governance, that's a whole different skill set than your average network engineer probably has right now. Okay, what about the other 2 roles? They sound like they address the new risks that come with AI.
Exactly. Role 3 is the security framework. AI systems open up whole new ways for attackers to get in. Things like prompt injection, poisoning the training data. It's a new battlefield.
So the MIP needs to protect not just the network, but the AI models themselves.
Precisely. Protect the AI systems and the often sensitive data they process. This usually means new tools, new threat models. Your traditional antivirus just isn't going to cut it.
Right, which leads to the 4th role, the one that keeps the partnership going long term.
That's ongoing optimization. AI is never set it and forget it. Client needs change, models drift, performance degrades. The MIP's job is constant, monitoring performance, refining models, tweaking parameters, making sure the client is always getting maximum value as their business changes.
So they're constantly hunting for that next efficiency gain.
Yes, cementing their value, proving they're indispensable strategic partners, not just IT plumbers.
Okay, we've laid out the why SMBs need AI, why they desperately need these MIPs. Now let's look at the flip side, the big risk of inaction. What happens if an MSP, or any solution provider, looks at those 4 MIP roles, infrastructure, data, security, optimization, and just thinks, nope, too complex, too expensive, not for me?
Well, ignoring this isn't just standing still. Strategically, it's an active decision. It's choosing to give up market position. Choosing ultimately to become irrelevant. The reality is pretty stark, and we see 3 huge risks for anyone sticking to that traditional service model.
Okay, lay them out for us.
Risk number 1 is immediate, and it hits the wallet. Severe margin erosion and service decline. Think about it. Traditional MSP models rely heavily on billable hours for things like reactive fixes, patching, basic level 1 support.
Routine stuff.
Exactly. But as AI-powered competitors automate those exact tasks, they can operate way more efficiently, faster service, lower cost. This puts relentless downward pressure on pricing for the legacy providers. Eventually, their profit margins just become unsustainable.
So if the bread and butter tasks that paid the bills are suddenly done instantly by a competitor's AI, what's left for the traditional guys to charge for? Just the really messy, high-stakes emergencies.
That's part of it, yeah. And that leads straight into the second major threat, accelerating cyber threats. AI isn't just helping defenders, it's massively boosting attackers too. Sophistication, speed. Attackers can now scale phishing, exploit vulnerabilities at machine speed. And this has spawned a new breed of AI-native cybersecurity firms. They are completely leapfrogging traditional MSSPs, managed security service providers.
Bypassing them entirely.
Entirely. They're grabbing market share with automated threat detection, automated response, stuff that's instant, predictive. If your client gets hit by an AI-driven attack and you're still relying on manual log reviews, you've already lost the race.
So the message is, you basically have to fight AI with better AI. If you're a traditional MSSP and your competitor blocks a threat instantly that takes you 12 hours to find in a log file,
Yeah.
you're just not competitive anymore, period.
That's the core risk to the competitive position, which is the third point. The competitive position is at risk. The data really suggests this window, the chance to transition to an MIP model. It's closing fast. Providers who wait too long will find themselves stuck at a permanent structural disadvantage. They won't be able to match the service quality, the pricing, or just the sheer capabilities of the MIPs who moved early.
So it's not just a temporary dip.
No, this isn't a market blip. It's a fundamental shift.
Yeah.
It's creating a divide that's going to be incredibly difficult, maybe impossible to cross later on.
Okay, let's bring this full circle then for you listening. The central dilemma seems pretty clear now. SMBs are scaling faster, they are getting triple-digit ROI from AI,
Yep.
but they desperately need expert partners, these MIPs, to help them handle the sheer complexity,
Yeah.
the infrastructure, the data governance, the security, the constant optimization.
Absolutely. The evolution for providers means expanding that value proposition. You can't just be about maintaining systems anymore. You have to be about actively transforming your clients' operations using intelligence. Your goal has to shift. It's got to be about maximizing the economic value they get from every single AI investment they make. That's the difference, really, between being seen as a cost center and being valued as a revenue multiplier.
Right. Which leaves us with our final thought, something for you to really chew on. If 88% of your potential SMB clients are already using AI and getting those incredible returns we talked about, how much longer can a service provider possibly survive if their main revenue comes from maintaining the very systems that AI is rapidly automating away? We'll leave that one hanging right there. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.